Creators and entrepreneurs need to master this skill if they want to be successful in the Web3 space. And no, it's not just building an incredible product or getting great at sales. So with that said, now that I've got your attention, let's dive right into it. How's it, everybody? My name is Ryan. I'm a student entrepreneur and I make content around Web3 and happiness. But enough about me, let's dive right into the most important skill. So the typical path for Web2 creators and businesses is something like this. You build a product, you acquire a user base, and then you begin to extract value from that user base and you win. You as the creator or tech company win. Now, the way that that differs from the Web3 approach is the Web3 both make a product and they build an audience, but then they derive value from collaboration. And then everybody wins instead of just you as the creator or the company. In tech companies, this extraction is something like selling your data. As a creator, it's something like doing ads or doing sponsorships. Generally, nobody wants to see sponsorships or ads, so it's just value by extraction. Now, contrast that with the Web3 approach. In the Web3, both build a product and they build an audience, but then to generate value, they collaborate with their users and everybody ends up winning in the end. And this is because an audience isn't just an audience in Web3, it's actually a community. And a community doesn't just sit back and watch, a community gets involved. How does a community get involved? Well, I'm glad you asked. There are two ways that a community member can get involved, financially and socially. Now think about a company that reaches a certain size and becomes public. They do an IPO and suddenly everyone can buy stock in their company. If you hold enough stock, you get voting rights and you also get to benefit when the company grows bigger. Social tokens are a Web3 equivalent to stock. Similar to stock, you can buy a social token and you can get financial upside if that company or that person in this case does well. But you don't just have to buy it. You can actually gain social tokens in the same way you might gain equity through working for a company. You could gain social tokens by contributing to a creator's community. Say I find a creator on YouTube who I think is underrated and is going to grow a lot. I can buy or earn their social token right in the beginning of their career, and as they continue to grow and become more successful, I get to benefit. And not only do I benefit, but the creator also benefits as well, because now he has a marketing force for free. I'm going to love to tell everybody about this new undiscovered creator I just found because I am in on the upside. However, social tokens have another benefit as well, which is in the name, social. If I hold your token, I can probably get access to a private Discord channel with you and other people who have supported you in the same way I have and are holding your token. Maybe I get private access to a monthly Q&A call where I can ask you questions, perhaps even one-on-one coaching, maybe even in real life events. What an idea in this Web3 world, actually doing in real life events. So you can see that it becomes much more of an engaged, collaborative process with the creator. Instead of just following them on Instagram and commenting on some of their things, you can actually engage and interact with your creators. An example of an artist doing this well is in a musician named RAC. RAC minted the RAC token and distributed it retroactively to people who had supported him in the past, going back over a decade in the past. People who got this token now get access to all these new cool benefits to interact and get discounts and benefits from this artist that they obviously care about. Now you might notice that the artist or the creator themselves is responsible for deciding how this all works. It creates their own little mini economy where the social token is a currency and they have to decide, what do people get for how much social tokens? How do you get rewarded? How do people interact with each other in this little mini world? You're really building your own little mini economy of sorts as a Web3 creator. This whole concept reminds me of a Derek Sivers quote where he claims that your business is your little utopia, where you are in charge of everything. In the same way, when you create a social token, you're creating a mini economy where the social token is the currency. And this has clear benefits for the token holders. They get to interact and engage more with their favorite creators, but it also has tremendous benefits for the creators themselves because they get to listen to their fans, interact with their fans, and learn from them so that they can make even better content. It might even get to the point where people are joining the community not necessarily because of you, the creator, but because of the community itself. And this gets us to our final frontier. Now, I still don't know how I feel about this one because as a creator and as someone who's starting something and building something, it feels like it's kind of taking away my baby. But the idea is decentralization. And that basically means that over time, you pretty much lose your power. In the beginning, it might be all about you. But then, just as your stock might get diluted as you build your company up bigger and bigger, in your own community, your say might get smaller and smaller until the point where you're just another member and it becomes fully decentralized and you more or less become a DAO, a decentralized autonomous organization. At this point, the community becomes more than just a place for people who love your work to gather. It actually becomes a community and organization on its own. It might have its own treasury that it's in charge of. It would have its own projects, hire people themselves, and become an entirely living, breathing mechanism, organism by itself. Not about you anymore. It's kind of the Web3 equivalent of the spiritual dissolution of the ego. It no longer is about you, and you have to surrender and just let it go and see what happens, and trust that other people are going to take care of it. So in conclusion, as you can see, community building is a core element of any Web3 creator or entrepreneur's journey. It's not just about sitting behind a camera, making these videos like I am right now. You actually have to get engaged with your community, talk to people, build a little mini economy, learn how to structure incentives and currency. It's awesome, in my opinion. And I'm very, very excited to do it myself as I slowly build up my channel and then start exploring all these Web3 tools as well. But I'm taking my own advice and focusing on audience building first, and we'll see where we are a year from now. Check back in. If you like this video, check out other content on my channel about Web3 happiness and entrepreneurship, and also check out this video that I personally curated for you based on the fact that you like this one. With that said, mahalo for watching, everyone. Take care. I'll see you next time.